We're gonna be spitting. Woo, that boy cold. I'm the problem. They be the reason. You might be the reason.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Saints, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Saints and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Glad to have you with us, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up here in the broadcast booth, and Brock one side with a clear advantage coming into this one, coming off the bye week, while their opposition, well, not only are they less rested, but they're coming off a big L as well.
Just a reality. I'm sorry, just a reality of the NFL that every season you're going to catch somebody coming off a bye or in more time to rest up than you did. And if you feel sorry for yourself, well, you're probably going to lose. When these games come along, work even harder on those tired legs. You're going to see a lot of teams in that spot try some big plays early to grab that momentum right from the jump.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Goff taking it right to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 16-yard line.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They get 7 on the run, but still 3rd and 13 to go.
You'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play, and that gives the Lions the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another one for Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. He's on the move. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll go for it. Goff. Into traffic. Complete. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Automatic first down.
A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Goff now on 3rd down. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A 21-yard attempt.
Mevis able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Micah McFadden able to make the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Micah McFadden able to make the play. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Throwing off the play fake here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, in my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pitts brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that will set up 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Saints one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Gibbs. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Gets this one to Pierce. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The Saints and their running back about to get back to work. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Saints looking for a score before halftime. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Dropping back to throw. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the Saints' 36-yard line.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Complete out to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Goff setting to throw. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Working quickly here. Throwing again. It's Goff. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Nevis able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So at halftime, the Saints fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they lead the visiting Baltimore Ravens at halftime. Travis Etienne with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Jordan Love, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They go play action on 1st. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. From midfield now. That's caught for the 1st. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some...
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Trying again, following the sack. He brings it in. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. Throwing now off play action. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints grow their lead to 8.
14, Lions 6.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Lions returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. He finds Laporta. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down throw from Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Gets it quickly to St. Brown. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the Saints grab it! Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saved. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. They'll come up 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Gong. This throw is cut. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
You.
Gibbs goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send it
Oh,
right
word.
up the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Playing a man game.
They'll try Gibbs again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense
Tree went through.
disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2
About to
straight
go
plays
smoke
going
after this
backwards,
game.
this
Dang.
defense is all over it.
And the Saints came marching home and they dropped him.
Hey.
And they're headed
Add him to the
reverse
chat.
after that sack.
Oh. He said, I thought he said, okay.
Today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash.
Oh.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that gets him back.
Oh, cute.
Best kickers in this league, he's just keeping on with his job. That's a 3rd now. He's knocked through the uprights. 3 at a time's not going to get it done in this game, though. Eventually, they got to start running them out for some PATs.
This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Sheesh.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a solid
About to be
game.
done soon as fuck.
Play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the book.
Oh yeah, it's about to be a light day for you. I mean, obviously you already been going through it.
From the 42.
Yeah.
The pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, back in the day, I was slip and slide at practice for moments just like
Ooh.
that. Actually practicing how to
Hang
slide
everything.
and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
You got lucky.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for receivers,
Thanks.
especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just find the soft spot and give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now after the
Yo.
runs, he's headed out for an injured player who's
Shit
shaken up.
expensive.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Yo.
From the red zone now. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls.
Holding.
We got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them.
Yo, he snapped
No
that
more distance to
game.
go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll try and throw it here.
Oh my gosh.
The interception. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions have new life in the 4th. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
I don't know. I'm thinking a minute. When's the last time New York won at home?
Play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, "Hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion."
Like,
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
they gonna go out like Ant-Man in them.
This is 3rd and 6. They kick the running back in motion. Goff on 3rd. Montgomery hauls this one in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will be the second effort of the contest.
So no. Yo.
The coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
There go your answer.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by an interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st.
Oh, he's still up.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And not much there, but
Let's get it.
45. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 46. They
He said league. You talking about my career league, the cat? I'm already in the league. Oh.
That was a play, Kate, right there where you need to find your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Give now to the running back. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. With 1:54 remaining, the defense...
10 seconds or less.
down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here.
Shit, 25 seconds or less. Let's get it.
After gaining a handful. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Another carry for him.
Get off of him.
He's tackled with the first down yardage. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations,
I guess.
Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hand.
Like,
Sideline and his O-line would go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes...
like,
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's where right as he threw it, and it falls to
he said, yo, he about to win a championship now, bro. What the fuck?
enough time to get open along your route. And your
It's
quarterback
like,
enough time to get them with the throw. Line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He'll throw it. Pitts brings it in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
yo, I just looked at it one day. I'm like, what the fuck? What draft? Where's my draft pick at? I looked at the lottery joint.
The throw is caught. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Thanks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Getting out to his left. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown.
Said, nah, dickhead.
This win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
Yeah, you got lucky that they ain't ass, because you definitely need one of these picks out of this draft.
That should be the capper, and that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
You have to wait for next year's draft. Who knows how that's gonna be?
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions off.
T-Pain.
And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Trying to push it
Pick.
downfield.
What?